Well, hi everybody. How's everybody been? I had a few days off and I have just been relaxing with my family. I took some time to get caught up on some sleep. Yeah. So my cards have been calling me and I'm back at work and it's the perfect time to do everything. So I brought my books and I really wanted to get into a deep reading with you guys today. I really want to take you guys through my meanings, but through the book meanings also. Okay. All right. So our first, we had three cards pop up. All right. So I'm using the Animal Spirit Guidebook, my favorite deck. Okay. We got the frog, the zebra, and the tiger. Okay. And maybe there's an energy that you resonate with more so than the other. If so, pick one. I'm going to read about them. Okay. All right. The first one we're going to read about is the frog. Now the frog is water energy. So I noticed right away on this card that it's raining. Okay, frogs love the water, but they can also live on land. They're adaptable. So you are adaptable. You. Anyways, so I wrote down a couple of things before I turned on my camera, and I wrote down like I felt lighthearted energy, right? Yin and yang, very balanced. Peace, I felt, just extreme peace. Like I don't know, I lit up this incense, and the smell of this incense just immediately brought me to this, I don't know, this serene sense of peace. And I just really noticed it, and I felt centered. And as I was sitting here just quietly, my dog, I see her with her ears perked. I mean, her ears are usually perked. She's a German Shepherd, but her ears are perked, and she's just standing there, high alert, and doesn't bark, nothing like that. And all of a sudden, I look, and there's this deer standing there, just creeping on us, like from a distance, just quietly watching us. Okay, so I wrote that down. Someone is watching quietly. Okay, and I feel like somebody's keeping tabs on your abundance, quietly keeping tabs on your abundance. Okay, so the frog, all right? The frog is a water energy, like we discussed, and it is all about clearing, cleansing, and healing. Okay, so you could be in a healing stage of your life right now, right? And cleansing, and that's what this incense made me feel like. Like I felt cleansed as I smelt it, just extremely at peace, and just like a clearing. Yeah, that's how I would explain that energy. Okay, so it says the frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element, and then it emerges the rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self care. Yeah? This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. So, when in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted and running on empty. To bring into balance a lake, a river, an ocean, or a bathhouse. Okay, so the energy of healing is very strong here. Okay, and releasing old negative past habits, burdens, people, places, things, cleaning out our house. Maybe we're getting rid of stuff that reminds us of our ex, or things that we just don't like, things that give us the ick. Okay? Um right now, being near water is going to be very beneficial for you. All right? It doesn't matter where you live, there's got to be a some water somewhere, creek, whatever. Creek, what, like creek, river, lake, ocean if you're lucky enough to be near the ocean. All right, not here where I am. We're landlocked as all ever loving hell. Okay, um but if you don't have that, even a bath. Okay, baths are wonderful. Cleanse your space. It's time to do a deep clean, deep chakra body clean, cleansing. Okay, all right, and then that brings me to this, the chakra. Do you see his third eye. It's all the colors of the chakras, right? This zebra. Okay, zebra, I believe, is a fire sign. Yes, it is. It's interesting to me that he's a fire sign. Because you'd think that he'd be earthy, right? Like it's a horse, but he's not a horse, he's a zebra. So, okay, he's a fire sign. He's eccentric, creative, and a visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They're young at heart, well cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared, their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your world view while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. When in balance, you're worldly, enthusiastic, and fashion forward. When out of balance, you're jaded, pouty, and vain. To bring into balance an epic adventure and art. Okay? So I'm feeling that you guys are the creative visionary people. All right? And I'm feeling like all of this cleansing that you're doing is leading you to become this visionary zebra that's enthusiastic with a zest for life, young at heart, ready to take on any obstacle, any challenge, right? I feel like you're happy and you're ready, like, to go on an adventure. Okay, so maybe there's some kind of an adventure that is coming up for you, or there's something that you don't know about. Either way, this energy is going to stay with you. All right? An epic adventure or art. Okay, that's what's going to bring the zebra energy out. All right? So the next card that we got is the tiger. Okay? Tiger is another fire card. So we have 1 water, 2 fire cards. All right? Tiger. Lunar force, ease in darkness, and feminine energy. So the tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in this... Okay, silver quit. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in the silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. So, can you please stop? Thank you. Yes, and this is funny because I'm out here at night again. So this is my first time being out here at night again, and it's always creepy at night, right? And these pavers left this one unit. I don't know what it is. There's just something out there that's on and it's running and it's loud. It's like a generator or something. I don't know. It's creepy. Anyways, this is saying there is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. Okay, so maybe you can't sleep at night and you are being called to go and play with your cards, or or go write, or go and create something, go and draw something, go and write a song, poetry, whatever you're into. And you're trying as you may to go to sleep, and you can't sleep because your mind wants you to get this piece of creative energy out, right? So instead of fighting this urge, I want you guys to just do it. Okay? Sometimes even against our better judgment. Like, I have to drag myself to do things a lot of the time because I'm a procrastinator and I'll wait to the very last minute. Okay, but just, if there's something that your mind and your body and your spirit, it's telling you to do something, just please do it and get it over with. It's going to make you feel 100 times better. Okay? So when you're in balance, you're passionate, strong, and sensual. When you're out of balance, you're overstimulated. To bring into balance, candle gazing. Okay? So our three for our 3 cards here, the frog was telling us to go into water. All right? The zebra was telling us to do some kind of an art. Do some art. Get the art out. And the tiger was telling us to try candle gazing. Okay, so sometimes when we candle gaze, we get thoughts that come to our mind, right? And sometimes these thoughts are from our spirit guides and angels and ancestors, and they're telling us things. And it's just really advising us to listen to that right now, okay? Okay, I'm going to put away these cards. I'm getting the urge to take one more. The Tarantula. Another fire card. What's with all this fire energy? You guys are feeling like, wow, fiery energy. Okay, let's read this guy. I had just a strong urge to pick this card. Tarantula. At a crossroad, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or your dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. What have we been talking about? Literally, about your soul telling you, like, it's keeps on talking to you about, like, trying to get you to do this thing, whatever it is for you. Everybody has a different thing, so I can't just sit here and elaborate on everybody's thing, right? My thing is cards, and all weekend my cards have been calling me, and I've been ignoring them. And this is tonight, it's my night to do it, right? Because I have this time now, and I'm doing this for you, and I'm doing this for me. All right. And it says, when you're in balance, the tarantula, it follows its intuition. So you're listening to that. Tonight, I'm doing that. Right. Tonight I found some really cool pieces of petrified wood, and I found all these hawk feathers, which I love. I have a big feather collection, and it was really cool. I listened to my intuition, and it always guides me somewhere. So I really want you guys to focus on listening to your intuition and letting it guide you to where you need to go. That's so important. Okay, it says, when you're out of balance, you hesitate or over intellectualize things. Okay, to bring into balance, daily journaling. All right, that's important for you guys. Journaling. It's important for everybody. It's even important for me, right? It is, and I need to keep getting on that. Because when we write, it's spells. It's literally spelling for a reason, right? It's called spelling for a reason. Sorry, I'm just going to put this card away. So I got this new deck of cards the other day, and it is called the Urban Crow Oracle. Okay. So here is the guidebook, Urban Crow Oracle. This is a pretty cool book, or a pretty cool deck of cards here. Okay, so what does my collective need to hear today? Bond. What does my collective need to hear today? Oops. That's too many. Protection. Preparation. So I have bond, protection, and preparation. Right? These are numbers 6, 38, and 37. I feel like you're protecting your bond. So there's some kind of a bond in your life. This bond could be even between you and your higher self. All right? It doesn't just have to be for people who are in bonded relationships with people, right? But whatever it is, you're protecting it. It could be the art, like it could be your expression that wants to come out, right? Whatever your soul wants to come out, you're protecting it. Do you see? It's like this little egg right here, this mother and this father crow, they're protecting their baby. You don't want anybody to see it. You're nurturing it, right? You're bonded to it. It's something internally that you're connected to. You're protecting it because you're preparing for something. Something big is coming. Okay, so this could be something at work. This could be moving. This could be, you're just wanting, maybe this is all about, I'll just give the example of if you're a card reader and say that you're bonded with your cards, okay? And maybe you don't do readings for other people. Maybe you've never showed anybody that you know how to read cards or that you even have cards. You've protected it, right? You've kept it away from all the elements. Yeah, isolation. And you've kept it in isolation in order to have dominance over it. Because you don't want people to shit talk it. You don't want people to pick holes apart in what you're doing. You're trying to control the outcome of whatever it is that you don't want to show anybody, whatever it is you're hiding. It's time to let it out. It's time to show the world the real you. People are curious about you. You have people that are watching. Remember I told you, watching silently. They're waiting for you to come out with something. They want to see what you have to offer. Maybe you don't know that you're keeping yourself isolated because you don't want anybody to see what you have hidden. Trickery. Maybe you're afraid of trickery, afraid of some kind of trickery going on. Maybe people think that you're doing some kind of trickery or they don't believe in what you're doing. If we go back to the tarot card analogy, people are really curious about what you're doing. They think it's some kind of trickery. Maybe they think that you get your money due to some type of trickery. What else? Exposed. You don't want to feel exposed, but you do feel exposed. I get that. All these birds on the wire sitting there watching you, right? They're just waiting for you to get alone so that way they can come down and attack you. They just want to attack you when you're by yourself. I feel like you're always by yourself. Maybe they can't attack you because they can't get to you because you're protected. But you feel exposed or you don't want to feel exposed, and that's why you're scared to start your own tarot channel or your own kind of channel or whatever you want to do. I can relate to that. Waterproof. Yeah. Waterproof. So I'm getting thick, like, you're going to have a thick skin, right, for this. If you're going to put yourself out there, and if you're going to put yourself out anywhere, you're going to have a thick skin. You're going to have to know who you are. You got to know who the fuck you are, okay? Because you have this influence. You have this influence over people. It could be a good influence. It could be a bad influence, depending on how you choose to live your life. Either way, there's people watching you. And you have an influence over people. So I would advise to try and influence for the good. The greater good, right? That's what we're here for. Yeah, I see these cigarette butts. I didn't even notice that till right now. It's like, do you see them? Like they're sitting there picking up these cigarette butts. There's a garbage can in the back. They don't have to be there, but they choose to be there. Maybe you're hanging around with people that just aren't for your highest good. Maybe it's time to drop those people. Okay? Maybe these people are talking about you. Mimicking you. Yeah, look at, there's another one. Mimicking. That's what my dog looks like right over here in the corner, actually. German Shepherd. They're mimicking you. You're exposing yourself, and they're just sitting there like birds on a wire, talking, because that's all that they can do. That's all that they ever do. And they're going to mimic you. Or there's people trying to mimic you or imitate you or trying to do what you do or trying to make you to like look like a knockoff brand or something. I don't know. They're trying to mimic your gifts. Okay. You have a lot of things here. I feel like you're finding feathers, you're finding dimes, and there's keys in here, and flowers are reminding you of things. It's your gifts are opening up and your gifts are expanding. And um, I've heard this before from other readers, but it's new levels, new devils, right? So I'm not sure which reader I heard that from before, but it is extremely true and it's always resonated with me. I think I've heard it on from a few different ones, but yeah, new levels, new devils. You're rising. You're growing. You're becoming a different version of who you once were, right? And all these people can do is stand and stare and watch and talk about you behind your back because they can't talk about you to your face. God, no. They could never say something like that to your face. Please tell me more about my collective. Tell me more. Yes, just have this thick skin. You have to act waterproof. You know, sometimes we have to act. Act like it doesn't hurt us. Act like it doesn't bother us. Even deep down, it could hurt you so bad, but sometimes if you just act unbothered, I don't know, it just sends a whole different message when you really don't care. Distraction. I feel like people are trying to distract you from your gift. Or things keep on distracting you from your gifts. Like maybe you're a painter and you haven't been able to paint in a really long time and you've been called to do it like every day. It's every day you get up and you're like, oh my God, I should paint today. I should paint today. I should paint today. I should paint today. You never ever paint. It's time to paint. I don't paint, so I don't know why that's coming out so strong. I'm sorry for freaking out. What's this here? Sacred space. Yes. Find your little nest to nurture your growing art, your growing thing, your growing talent. Find your own sacred space to do this in. Do it away from other people, right? Maybe there's one really close friend or husband or whatever, wife, right? That you can share this with, but don't let too many people in on it. Just try to keep it close to your heart like you have been doing. Like it is time to let it out. It is time to let it out and show people, but just keep your sacred space. Like that space the space that you're able to just have that quiet to do whatever you need to do. Keep that place. Right? Direction. You're going in the right direction. Don't forget that. Every single day, all right, is a day towards your goal. It's a new day it's a next step. Just keep on writing about it. What do you want? You're going the right direction. Keep on thinking about it. Manifest it. It's coming to you. Self-interest. Yeah. Self-interest. Take an interest in yourself. Maybe you have 5 kids at home. You don't have time for things. Or you say to yourself that you don't have time for things because you're procrastinator. But really, you could make time for yourself. Now is the time to make time for yourself in your sacred space. Get your sacred space going so that way your gifts can open up. Okay? You have to be able to listen. You have to be able to have that silence in order to listen to your inner voice. And that's what really wants to come through right now. Yes. Listen to your inner voice. That's going to be the name of this, I guess. Just listen to your inner voice. It's as simple as that for my collective. Release. Yeah. I just had a big sigh. Yeah. As I'm saying this, I just feel in my head like you guys are sitting there and saying like, oh, I can't do this, or I never have the time to do this, or I'm not good enough to do this, or I don't have the skills, I didn't go to school long enough to do this. And that's bullshit. Just quit telling yourself that. It's absolute garbage, trash. Don't listen to it, okay? You got to listen to the good voices in your head. Make the good voices in your head. All right? You are in charge of your own brain. Make your own thoughts. Make them count. Make them good. Because they are, every thought that you have, whether it's good or bad, it's actually molding your future. And past thoughts have molded the present. All right? It's very important right now that you guys, I just need you guys to listen to your inner heart. I feel it so deeply. Oh my God. I just feel this heaviness in my heart. And I want you guys to be able to release whatever this heaviness is, and maybe getting it out through your art, your expression of self is a way to get it out, okay? Music, drawing, coloring, writing, singing, tarot cards, whatever you want to do, making something, blowing glass, I don't know. Blowing glass, taking names, and kicking ass, right? Okay, guys. I'm gonna go do my rounds, and then I'm gonna make another video here in a bit. But I just really want you guys to know that if nobody's told you today that they love you, I love you. Okay? Don't forget that. You're a good person. You are good. You are great. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are talented. You are abundant. I don't care what you say. I love you. Have a good night.